Hello people of YouTube and welcome to a new Nerdington that is about 25,000 people strong and also about 2 million currency in the plus side of things. Yes, the money situation is a bit higher than when I left you guys last episode. I did a bit of building just on the side. I made this middle boulevard a lot wider, but when that happened, the whole middle boulevard looked very grey and bland. So I installed some mods, because of course I did, and I made some parking lots and that sort of thing. So these are all just prop stationary cars that don't move, don't park, randomly. That would have been very nice. And I think I now have a mod that allows me to do that, but for the time being this is okay. I actually really like this parking lot over here with the bike icon and then the bike racks over there. And a few electric cars. These are actually just wooden bollards or wooden poles that I, from a distance they work as electric charging stations. I think this looks quite cool. So like the flowers and then the bike stuff. Yeah, very nice indeed. And over here, I made retractable bollards with some stop signs and that sort of thing. It's all about the detailing. And in here, buses can park. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any buses with these actual colors, and when you plonk down the buses, the colors are randomized. I think that is kind of cool, but yeah, so the buses are a slightly different color than the buses we have actually driving around. Fine for the time being. I just think it looks kind of cool, and it fills up this whole middle section a little bit because it was so gray and so bland. You can still see that here. This is basically what the whole area looks like. Or looked like before I changed anything about it. So yeah, I want to fix this up as well, and possibly these two at some point in the future. But for the time, why? Oh yeah, I put fences around this this whole section. I think that looks kind of neat as well, and you can see the same here. Just kind of details it up. Added some, commercially signs. Kind of cool. And I installed, unfortunately it's night right now, I installed a mod for brick roads, which I know isn't a thing you don't really see a lot in America, as far as I'm aware, but it is a thing you see a lot in Europe, and especially in the Netherlands. You have a lot of, just standard brick roads like this one, and sadly it's night, so you can't see the color as well. It just looks like a brown muddy road now. But yeah, I think that looks really nice for this just sort of suburb sort of area. Slightly nicer, slightly lower density traffic, because there is very low traffic in this specific area anyway. So it, yeah, it just works kind of nicely, I think. And additionally, last little thing I did is I changed up this area a little bit with, as you can see, a very weird wide looking road. Now, when I installed this road, I thought it would have parking spaces on the side, but as I have since found out, the parking spaces are a thing you have to provide for yourself. So I downloaded it. I haven't checked this yet. Yeah, there we go. There's a whole bunch of downloaded stuff in here. So I need these. Yes, I do. Space already occupied. I need my fave mod. Where are you? There you are. Roads Anarchy. Obviously, always Roads Anarchy. So is this the right place? I feel like that's a bit on the weird and wide side. So let's have you in there. You kind of need to bend around. That's slightly annoying. Okay, let's see if we can do that with... we don't have the line tool here. That is moderately annoying. So I'm gonna have to place all of these manually. Please let me not have... to place all of these manually. That would be highly, highly annoying. You know what? I'm gonna have a check at this and see what happens. So I'll be right back, and then this should all be parked the hell up. And as it's becoming light, this is kind of the idea we are going for. It does look kind of cool. But as I have just found out, it is very finicky to work all of these parking spaces in, so it's not going to be perfect, and it doesn't really have to be, I suppose. But I do want to make it look quite nice. So avoiding places like this where you see the double line very clearly. But yeah, let me just fix up this whole road, and we will have a look and a hope that people will actually park here, because that is kind of the aim, that people will park here. I can do an entrance to the beach there, and yeah, that will be very lovely indeed. Okay, there we have it. I assume that this little guy is going to park somewhere by these actual buildings. Oh, what? Oh, hey! Immediate proof that it works. That is quite awesome, actually. I'm really happy about that. Yeah, that just made me stupidly stoked about this area, because this is going to be so cool when this is a proper park, which is what we're going to do next. Oh, yes, people can actually park on these. That... yeah, that just made me stupidly happy. Okay, let's keep going with building a park. I haven't really built a lot of parks. So, how do we do that? Paint park area. Okay, that is a little bit on the large side of things, because this is going to be a relatively small park, but all the way into that corner. Can overlap the water a little bit. In there, just... Do we make that go across the road? I feel like across the road may be a bit much. What if we drag it like this? I don't know if to what degree we actually need to fill it out over the road, but what I'm thinking is, well, first off, what I'm thinking is to paint it up a little bit with gravel. You can be a bit larger, because it's not entirely painted in yet, and this all needs to sort of look like sand. What about you? Why are you weird? Because this on the upside of this wall doesn't need to be sand. Neither do you. You don't need to be sand either. There you go. That works. I don't actually know how big this brush is exactly. I can't really tell. It's a bit difficult because it's fading away at the edges. Oh, but man, I'm so happy that the little car just decided to park up there. That is so good. Right, and we're over the 2 million. That is awesome as well. Okay, so we have painted our park area, I think. Let's see, did we? Yes, we did. So we have a park area. Commercial specializations, we don't really need any of that. This is just a park, right? So I can't really assign anything. Right, okay, that's good. So then we go to parks and plazas, and it just needs to be kind of a city park. There we go. So let's see, I need an entrance, small park main gate. Yeah, sure, that can go. Oh, I want to have that in the middle. Okay, well, you can go there then. That is fine to me. Okay, park side gate, sure. Park restrooms, info booth, plaza, park cafe. We can have like a restroomy situation and a cafe in this park, in inverted commas. Because, yeah, this way we will actually attract people to our beach, which is kind of cool. Side gate. When you have a side gate somewhere, it's not really necessary, is it? I guess we could have one there. Yeah, might as well. Sure. That is very good. Now, what happened here? You just changed into looking flimsy. We don't want this. We don't want this to look this rocky. Maybe what we should do is drag the beach out a bit more. Make it a little bit more flat. Question mark. So what happens if we shift the terrain, make the brush strength like very weak, pull it up a little bit, yeah, something along those lines, and then drag it out. So take that as our height, and just pull it up a little bit, and then pull it way further into the water as well. Yeah, something more like this. You can now see that the entrance to the beach is a lot more straight and pulling down, it just flows into the water a bit more, which means it has slightly less of a beachy vibe, but it will be easier to build things on here without it looking like absolute crap. So I think that's a decent thing to do. Unfortunately, it is dark right now, so that is suboptimal, but let's just keep building, really, and then we can see. So what I first want to do is pull a fence off here. Okay, I really want you to not snap to road guidelines, because road guidelines are the bane of my existence. you just need to kind of follow this road into... Come on, one further. Okay, I need you then to just not snap to anything. And I need you to not snap to anything. And then I can pull you right in there. Does that work? Little bit clunky, but it's fine to me. Okay, so you go in there and then connect onto that one. Yes, that is excellent. That's absolutely what I want. Okay, and then you into there. Also a little bit wonky, but yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Yeah, I actually really do like the way that looks now. That is a bit smoother. It looks more like a... I don't know what it looks more like, but it just looks good. I kind of like it. Okay, so I have tested this before. I would have liked to use paths like this, but as you can see, I mean, I'm really sorry for the darkness. You know what? Let's speed this up and we'll be right back. There we have it. So what I was going to show you, ooh, it's still a bit low on contrast. I hope that YouTube doesn't crap on this with its compression, but yeah, as you can see, you have this slight green edge to this, and I don't think you can paint over that, because why would you? That would just look nice. Oh, that was also definitely not the right button. There we go. So yeah, you can't paint over this. You can't make that look like sand. So if you use a path that looks like sand, you will still have this stupid green edge that makes it look like not sand, which is, you know, not what we want. We want this to look like a beach. How do we solve this? I'm absolutely uncertain. What about this? Just a normal park path. That'll make it look slightly less beachy, but it may work. Why is there not an upgrade button? Okay, let's just delete you. No, I think if we look here, that already is a park path. I really don't know what is better here. If we use a park path, the path itself looks a bit nicer, which that might work for us. Is this... because that is running slightly upwards, which is a bit weird. And not quite optimal, but you know what? It works. So let's pull like a little path down here and do something like that. Do this. Now we have a nice sort of path. Of course, I do want this to snap into place nicely. There we go. And you as well. There we go. Okay, now that is a proper smooth path. Yeah, I don't know why this happened, why this went slightly up. Maybe we can fix it with a bit of landscaping, which I feel like is all we're doing this episode. Oh no, that actually works quite well in there. Yeah, that works okay. And you, just slightly smoother. Actually wants to pull in there. That is kind of annoying. Okay, we have our path, and I just spotted more guys parking here. That is really cool. The only slight downside, I think they are floating slightly above their parking spaces. Little bit odd, but fine-ish, I suppose. So what do we have worth of attractions? Small main gate and a side gate. That is what we have right now. Not really attractions. So let's have a cafe. A cafe that could sit there perfectly well, I think. And then a park restroom that can sit maybe there quite nicely. I think that's really good. When you are in the park and need to go, finally you can... Right. Good. Okay, so people actually enjoy that. Park info booth. Doesn't really need an info booth, I suppose, but they can have one, I guess. So what does that look like? Yeah, that looks like a weird sort of beach situation to me. Not a proper beach. The problem is that I can't really make this look like a beach properly, because then people won't come to me. And I also don't think I have the right sort of props to make it look like a beach. I don't really have parasols, that sort of thing. But what I might have, let's see, this is walls and fences, not really what I'm looking for. What I might have is like benches and stuff in here, I hope. Yeah, I do have like proper benches, so that is kind of nice. I guess I can put some of those down in here. So let's see, let's have a bench, not a brushed bench. That would be very strange. So maybe just have a bench, or, you know, a few benches just kind of scattered around this area. And have like a hot dog stand or something in here. Let's see, that's an ice cream van, and you are a food stall. What would be better on the beach? I kind of like this one, the ice cream van. That feels quite beachy to me. So just have one of you there. What are you? You're a sandbox. I feel like that's a bit redundant considering, you know, we're surrounded by sand. But I don't know. Does it attract people? I don't know. We can just have one in the corner, sort of there-ish, by that bench. What else do we have? Cannons. We definitely don't need cannons. Slightly strange, that. Hedge. Do we need a hedge? I mean, it's a peach. That won't really work, will it? And what's this? I have no idea what kind of hedge that is. Trash bin. There are bins lining the path, but we don't really have a bin here, and that is too tiny to see where that's facing, so let's just do an omnidirectional bin there. Very good. Yeah, what else do we have? Do we ooh, people are visiting us. That is good. That is excellent. Park sign. Let's maybe we can put a sign like there and one by the entrance or something. They're both entrances, it's fine, you know what I mean. And let's just also do a light. And another, well, actually, there are plenty of lights right there. So that's kind of cool. So we have a path, we have some booths and some stuff that people can admire. Park Plaza, that's kind of huge. But that will attract a lot of people, I guess. Yeah, but I guess we'll build a proper park at some point in the near future that will incorporate more parky stuff. But yeah, I think we can now start seeing visitors tick up. I think that price can be a bit lower as well. I don't really mind losing a bit of money over this. Yeah, so we'll tick up in visitors, and then we'll level the park up, which is kind of cool, actually. And we're almost on the right entertainment level. Hang on. Okay, we're now at 213. What happens if we put down more benches? I'm kind of curious if just benches and small stuff like that helps with the entertainment level. So we are at 213. Let's have another bench there, and another one there, another one there. It's a bit of a bench mess, I guess. Maybe just another small sand pit that can go like thereabouts. That's a bit of a weird place. I want that to not clip through the ground if possible. Thank you. There we go. Okay, so that is stuff that is not buildings. But did that tick up our level? Yes, that actually did. Only slightly. I feel like that might be just like one per item. So it doesn't do a lot, but at least we can get Maple Grounds. I'm going to change that to Nerdington Beach. Nerdington Beach. At least we can get Nerdington Beach to a slightly higher level. I think that might be kind of cool, and that will draw people to this area as well. And yeah, our little parking spaces situation here works, which is really cool, I think. Ooh, and yeah, here, look at the streets. I think that looks kind of cool. Maybe not if you look at it from close up. It looks slightly mushy, but from up here, I think that looks really nice, actually. And this is going to become more downtown area, but like for this as a sort of outskirt of downtown, I think that works really nicely. Oh, and you are empty, so I can open you back up. Was there anything else? How are you guys doing? Because there are some buildings with trash problems. Not all of them are in use. Your reserves are more than A-okay. What about you? You're getting full, and you're getting full as well. Okay, and how is our traffic situation? Garbage. Well, that's, you know, fine, I guess. I don't know what I was aiming for there, but yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I like the way this looks. Right, next thing I wanted to do was do some stuff with the train station. Ooh, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of people. How many people do you serve per week? Whoa. Okay, excellent. Oh, that number just went down quite significantly. But yeah, that is really cool to see, actually. So I wanted to change it slightly. I wanted to make this go around the corner and have a proper bus station up here, and then pull the train station down until like thereabouts. Maybe make the road of slightly higher capacity too. That sort of thing is what I wanted to do, and that rhymed lovely. So let's get to that. Let's first change the bus line so that we don't interfere with anything. Here, bus stop can go there. Yeah, that's a fine place, and that. Yeah, as long as that is not necessary as a place to go to anymore. And then you, the underground station, I need you to be gone. Yeah, your last stop be there. That is good. Okay, the train station is gone. So how do we fix that situation? Let's see. What kind of roads do we have? What kind of road is suitable for a train station-y place? I feel like a slightly wider road would be suitable. And something that goes in two directions. Although I am not sure, because I am very much not a city designer. But something, if it's just a loop, a one-way loop, it should not be too big, too bulky. So I think we can do that, actually. Let's pull you. Let's just start with a normal standard one-way road. Are you still clipping to places? Yo, you are not clipping to places. Now you will. Right, so train line is there. How big is a bus station? A bus station is like a bus, what do you call that, transferium? No, just a station. Cool. Okay, bus station is like 4 wider than that. Maybe. Let's pull that 4 more and see where that ends us up. 4. And come on, you're in the way. I think that's it. So that would be a good place for a bus station, I think. Although, do I want to make this road wider? Do I want to make this into sort of a boulevard situation? I'm not sure. No, let's keep this simple for the time being. So you can go there, and then I think what you will want to do is go around the corner. No, you need 1 more, which is slightly annoying. So let's try that again. Pull you from there into there. Now you want to go around the corner. Good. Yeah, and then I want to build the train station. Ooh, what I could do, that might be interesting, is if we have a sort of double road pull out of there. Something that looks slightly nice. Or something with a tram track. That could work. That could absolutely work. Okay, bear with me here. That is now too short again, so we need to go 2 out and pull this to there. Then we can select our tram lines, which are here. Yes, I've got those selected. And pull that in there. And then guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a slight roundabout, because obviously, why wouldn't I? That is 10. That can go 12 that way. I don't quite know where I want the tram to go in. Where I want the tram to come into this system. So I'm just going to go with 10 for the time being. You should pull out of here. Let's see, with a... yeah, simple one. 1 over there, into there. That is good. That has now completed our loop. But what I want to do is make a roundabout sort of situation going on here. For which we need just normal standard. Let's do it a 3 by 3 roundabout. 3, 2, 3, and 2, 3. That is good. Oh, what I of course need is tram lines. So upgrade you, and you to tram. Okay, that's good. That is very good. And then I want to do the exact same thing on the other side. I hope the train station fits in between these two roundabouts. That is not what I want to do. 3 by 3, 3 by 3. Okay, good, 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 good. That is excellent. And then I want to put back the train station, which we have here. Which one did I use? This one, Modern Central Station. And yes, you do fit there, actually. That is... Oh, you fit there so nicely. Okay, you can go. You need to go. And you need to go as well. I actually want to kind of fix up this hole. Maybe to the bridge. Well, fuck that up. That is fine. But yeah, look at this. This is kind of a nice system. But of course, what I do need to do then is change the lanes that these people can go into. So you are only allowed to go in there. Allowed? Yes, allowed. You are only allowed to go in there. You can already only go straight on, but that is cool. Okay, so that is fine. And you cannot turn in there already anyway because it's a one-way road, but I'm just to be sure gonna select this as well. Right, so you should be able to see what I'm doing here. These people are now in sort of a secluded system. Do we pull that one in there then? Does that work? No, that is far from optimal. Okay, so let's have you go out there, you out there, and then you... Can you go both ways? Yeah, I'm sure. You can go both ways. That is fine. But yeah, now people can, from here, only go into this area. Although, I just spotted that this does create some problems with buses, because they'll go all the way around this system, which is not optimal. But I'm not a city planner, so I think we're gonna have to deal with this because I don't know an immediate solution to this this thing that we've just created. But yeah, people can only go from here all the way around, and back out. So if they need to pick people up or to stop here for some other reason, they can't cross in front of everyone. Which is kind of nice because that doesn't block traffic. But what to do with those buses though? Because the buses there, it looks really nice is the thing. It looks kind of nicely filled out. So what do we do with that? Do we keep it like this? Maybe we should just keep it like that. And then we can have a tram station like right out front the train station. Although once again, I'm not entirely sure where to pull in this tram track. Do we have to go sort of with a loop around and then in there? Or have we go it down here? That was a weird English sentence. Have we pull? I don't know how to phrase this anymore. Let's just fix up the train lines and then the bus lines as well. And then we can actually kind of do our whole public transport system over. So that it works nicely. Let's select straight slope. That was a bit of a tongue twister. You can go in there. Yeah, that's kind of nice. You're flawless enough for me to be okay with you. Okay, you... That's actually really nice, but not quite what I want. Let's have you go up into... Come on. Let's, Why are you elevated, by the way? You are absolutely not supposed to be an elevated thing. I think it looks kind of cool, but it's not what I want. So let's force you to stay on the ground instead. With a height of 0. And then have it pull into thereabouts. And then force bridges up in there. That is very steep for a train. I think this will be better. We can just do that with a straight one. There we go. That's actually quite nice. Yeah, that feels like a train track to me. And then, of course, you need to be broken apart as well and taken down to there. No, I need to force a straight slope because that just looks a lot nicer. There we go. I don't know why that is not standard, the forcing straight slope thing. But yeah. Okay, let's have you go up slightly. And then have you go down slightly. So that looks a bit less dumb. Excellent. I think that looks quite good. You can go down a little bit more, actually. Yes, very nice. Very good indeed. Okay, now we can have trains in our city again, which will do us good. You need to be low. There we go. Good. Good stuff. Okay, so we have our train station back. This looks kind of nice and neat. Let's first, before we forget, connect our undergrounds back up. You can go from there. Let's unselect delete into now what we can actually do is just put that there, select M, and select this whole bit, I think. Is that a thing we can do? No. Do we pull on there? No. How do we do this? Do we select those points? I don't know. I'm gonna just redo this whole bit. I think that'll work better. Just like that. Okay, and then select this, pull that out of there, and into that first one. And then we can just slightly, no, make that look nicer. Does that work? I feel like this is slightly wonky. Yeah, look at that twiddling. That is definitely weird. Okay. Are you okay? You feel a bit strange. A little bit on the wonky side of things. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it roughly like that. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure they won't have to slow down too much. You can then go in there. And that should have... What is the problem here? Okay, that took a bit of twiddling, but I reconnected the stops there now. And all of these furiously confused people are bursting out and taking to the streets. Sorry, people. Yeah, this is a little bit wonky. Don't like the way that looks, but fine, we'll deal. Right, reconnecting our bus lines. We can now have our bus lines go into here, into our nice newfangled bus station. So let's have you, the orange one, pull in there. You, the purple one, can go into the second one. This is going to put a lot of stress on this system because what I'm going to end up doing is taking roughly all of the bus lines through this central hub, which it'll look very cool, but yeah, forcing all of the buses through this system, not quite optimal. So I'm not entirely sure how we're going to solve that. Also, I just realized that these traffic lights can be turned off. Not like that, but like this. So no more traffic light, no more traffic light. Did I just turn on the traffic light? Yes, I did. Now there are no more traffic lights. So yeah, I'm forcing all of the buses through this one system, which is very inefficient, I think. Because yeah, all of the buses have to go around now, which I'll have a think about that, and maybe change where this bus station is. Maybe just change it and put it on that road instead, so that it's still close to the train station, but not directly connected to it. I don't know, though. It for the time being, it seems to work. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to randomly push some of the positive buttons down below, and I will see you in the next episode of City Skylines without pausing. Ciao!